Hello, my name is Shanova. I am the owner of That's So Nova because Nova is my nickname. My nick's a name. I wanted to do a Patreon or a membership program where I can go into details on how to do modifications for bags, clothing. You have it. I love doing hacks. It's just something I love to do. So I've been contemplating it over the whole month of October, and yesterday I finally came up with the 3 tiers that I thought were feasible and that would be great for everyone. So the way it works is there is 3 groups: the Thimbles, the Seam Rippers, and the Bobbins. I think those names are so cute. The Thimbles, the subscription is $4.99, and what you're getting to do in that channel is you get to basically you're giving general support, like buying a cup of coffee for someone and just trying to help the business stay alive. You get to be part of exclusive live chats that are only for Patreon people only. So there'll be like a link given to you either via email or it will be usually email, or I'll announce it like to this morning and be like, hey, on Tuesday we're going to be going live from here to here, and we're going to be sewing and talking and basically getting to know one another and just having fun. And I can also get a gauge on these lives on what you want to learn. Like, I want to learn how to do a recessed enclosed zipper. I want to learn how to make a flat rolled handle. Like, there's so many different methods in bag making. The learning and updating our skills is a constant thing. A constant thing. I'm constantly learning things myself. The seam and let me go over that. The Thimbles, you're gonna get early access to public videos. You're generally supporting the group I'm reading and live chats. Okay, so the early access. If you've been part of my YouTube channel for a year or two, it hit a year in August, but I had two times where I did Nova Ween. Last year was the first one, and this year just passed. This year, I had every single one of the Nova Ween videos done. I want to say on or before the 15th. So the public got them trickle down once a day. But like next year, I plan on having the 13 days and adding more content. But like the videos that I have ahead of time, I will ask if you want to see them. Like, hey, I'm going to be doing blah, blah, blah pattern, and it's part of Halloween. And like, you're like, no, I want to make this now because, Halloween's 2 weeks from now and I want to use this for Halloween. You will have full access to that before the public has it on YouTube. So that's something. The second tier is the Seam Rippers. You get everything that we just talked about: early access, live chats, and general support. But this is where the modification class comes in. The modification class is going to be one bag that this tier and the Bobbins, so the Seam Rippers and the Bobbins are voting on. I'll put a poll out at the end of each month and leave the poll open for 1 week, and we will then choose the modifications. But for the month of November, I put a poll out on what swoon bag to be made, and the mass majority said Maisie. So the way it will work is that I will do buy the pattern and make commentary like I do always in a regular things, like I will modify this, I will modify that, but I'm making buy the pattern the Maisie for the general public. But for the people that are in this modification class, what you'll get is all the modifications we want to do. We're going to try to do it broken down into 2 parts. The first part's going to be the interior. The second part will be the exterior and putting the whole bag together. It might be vice versa too, doing the exterior first and then the interior and then putting the bag together. And I'm really excited about that because I feel like on social media, the bags that get the most attention from me are the ones that I heavily modified. And I love that these patterns come out and they're like blueprints, and you could just keep adding on and make it your own. So that we'll have that. You'll also be able to have any complete list to prior modification videos. So what I'm trying to do is, because I don't have any exclusive ones yet, I'm trying to build up that library. I have a goal for November to have 2 modifications just in there for the people that are in the seam rippers and the bobbins. Like, I have this really cool idea for another Magdalena one. It's off of the bags that are coming out right now for Halloween and Christmas. They have like Mickey Mouse ears, and I think I have an idea how we could hack it to make the Magdalena to look just like that. But those videos won't be on YouTube. They will have a private link, and they're only for people that are seam rippers or the bobbins within That's So Nova Modification Edition. So you'll have modification class, and that will be your video and tutorial. And the last is the bobbins. So you get everything that you had up there before. You get the modification class, the general support, early access, the live chats. But we also have we'll have a private community where we can speak to one another privately. And if so, we have troubles within the group that say you're testing for a bag, or you're just having a hard time. You're like, hey, I can't figure out the zipper placket. We'll have that community where we can all talk, not lessons, but we all could talk and we could feed off of each other. So you'll still have the modification lessons, but there is another lesson you'll have. It's a skill building lesson. Not like, let's put a zipper in together. No, it'll be something big. Like I'm gonna teach you how to make rolled handles and how you can put it on every bag. Or I'm gonna teach you how to reduce the depth or increase the depth of the bag to make it a completely different bag. It's going to be a small class that can help make big changes within your bags. Think of the Magdalena that I just made with Jack Skeleton. I took parts of another pattern to upscale that bag where no one has those handles at all on a Magdalena. I was the first. I want to be able to help somebody else or other people that be like, hey, I want to make the fun Bobby with, hints of the Trailblazer. This is what I'm going to do and how you can make it fit. So we'll have the modification class, general support, our live chats. Though the live chats will be announced at the beginning, first week of the month, when it will be, so that way if you can make it, you can make it. If you're not, I will have them recorded, and you guys, anyone in this group or in the seam rippers, bobbins and seam rippers, will be able to go back and look and rewatch those at their leisure. So you got the private class. All right, this group also has that private community where we're like all talking and just, all things sewing related. But the one thing I was really excited about with the bobbin class is I get asked a lot if I would teach a one-on-one virtual class. And I would do that, but it's really hard because the same thing we go through with bag making, people have a hard time when we're like, hey, this bag costs $109. And they're like, I can get this at Walmart for $14.99. And you're like, go. They don't have the same materials. They don't have the hours they put in, whatever. It's the same thing. Some people will pay a teacher. Like my eldest daughter is a violinist, and we paid for, there was only so much me and my husband could help before we were like, okay, let's get her to the next level. And she's one of those people now that can hear a song and play it by ear. But that's from help, and we were willing to pay for that or go within our budget. So what I'm offering for this $20.99 class is one person from this tier, only the bobbin tier, will be able to have a one-on-one lesson with me in that month. So I am actually really excited because I'm going to randomly choose, and I'll do it live just to make sure it's fair. But anybody that's in this tier will have a one-on-one lesson with me. So if you're in the bobbins, you're going to get the modification class that should be either the modification class should be either on the second and the fourth Tuesday of the month, one for the interior, one for the exterior, and put it all together. And then the skill builder should be the third Thursday of this month, of whatever month. If any of these days fall on a holiday, we'll go the day. I'll make a poll asking if you want to do it, but the day before or the day after. we'll have real live sit and chat and just time and just be with each other and talk about what other projects we're doing. And one person will win. I will do a raffle at the beginning of each month. One person will win 1 hour one-on-one time with me, and that could be just going over one bag or like picking my brain and like, hey, how do you do a two-tone strapped? Or, you know that strap you did on this? Or, I'm trying to learn how to do a flat rolled handle, or I want to increase the gusset, or I want to do an accordion gusset. How can I put a center divider into my purse or handbag? That's what I want to do. So I wanted just to come on here and tell you the 3 groups. So again, the Thimbles is $4.99. The Seam Rippers is $14.99. And the Bobbins is $20.99. And it'll be once a month. And it's from whenever you start. So if you enter today, you pay your amount today. And then that following month, today's the second, right? That following month, you can build on the second too. And as long as you do your payments, then you'll be fine. And I'm already excited. So what I plan on doing, I'm hoping, because today's Wednesday, my kids have a random half day off at school. I don't understand. They like once a month they just have a random day off. Like, well, it's a half day, but it's good because I get cuddle time and hear kids' arguments. It's so much fun. But tomorrow I'm prepping for going to So Magical Expo, but I would like to get a skill builder out of the way in a modifying class, just like a real small skill builder, and have it ready so that when we come back, that Tuesday will be the second Tuesday, we can start on making a bag. So this month will be modifying Maisie, because I'm going to release Macy to the public, and I figured it's too late to have the poll for the November, so I felt like let's show them. I'm hoping that when you were in watching Novaween, you were able to see how I was able to modify certain bags, and that this is something that you want to do. And just a refresher, if you go back to you can go back into my videos on YouTube and look at the Lola. I modified the heck out of that, and that bag sold. I'm making another one. People really love that bag because of the weird modifications that I did. It's very simplistic modifications. And then the Maisie, taking the Luna straps and putting it on there, but fixing it all up where you can make it, because if you're familiar with the Luna, it has like 2 buckles or 2 rectangle or D rings on one side. So that's how my brain works, you know. Sorry, the sun is so harsh today because it's like over cloudy, but this is why I usually go in the basement, because I can do the perfect light. I look probably like death right now. If you have any questions, reach out to me either through Patreon or message me. I'm always available, and I'm glad. I'm hoping that this could be a start of something beautiful. Until the next time I talk to you, stay safe and happy sewing. Bye.